As is traditional, we begin with yet another made-up millionaire driving a car rented for the day. He's having a whinge about falling on hard times.
It was rough. 07, 08, 09. We were getting killed from all directions. The housing bubble, the Dow, the banks failing, millions of people losing their jobs, and I was one of them.
None of this is intended to make us feel sorry for the made-up millionaire. The scriptwriter's aim is to establish him as an experienced financial guru who knows what he's talking about.
But think about this. $50 million last year. $50 million. And 3 years without a loss. Not one loss. I'll show you when we get inside. I am so proud of these guys. Made us all a lot of money. We're here.
I suspect that, we're here, was intended to have some space before it. As it is, the entire speech appears to have been given on the approach to the serviced office, also rented for the day. The character's reference to "these guys" is setting them up as important players for this video. Yep, if you're a company with its own dedicated offices, it's definitely totally normal to stick a bit of cardboard with your logo on the door and not, say, have a proper company sign outside the building. The brand of the scam this time is Drexel Code, because the filmmaker believes that adding the word code makes everything sound high-tech, whizzy and space-age. Also, the office is not in favour of soliciting, which means something different in Britain.
Hi, I'm Cory Drexel, President and CEO of Drexel Code Incorporated.
Cory is wearing a branded sleeveless jersey. What could be more normal menswear for a guy who supposedly made $50 million this year?
Let's go inside and I'll show you around, explain what we do here, and I have an opportunity for you that's going to change your life. You're going to want to hear this, and you'll want to get in on it. Let's go. Today, I'm going to introduce you to a system that has the ability to radically change your life.
By making you stony broke in just a few short hours.
I'm also going to introduce you to the team behind this remarkable system. Once you hear our story, you'll be given the opportunity to join us and begin to make money like you never thought was possible. Morning, Shelley. How is everybody?
Good morning.
Been a while since one of our made-up millionaires has had an interaction with a receptionist.
I'm doing great. It looks like the Brew Crew. It's another all-nighter, lots of empty pizza boxes.
Shelley appears to have handed Cory her mug of coffee for some reason.
The Brew Crew is what we call our coders and developers here at Drexel Code. They'll go through gallons of coffee when they're working, when they're on a mission. And then when the work is done, well, they chug down gallons of another kind of brew. You know, the one with lots of hops and malt.
Ovaltine? Actually, that probably doesn't have hops in it, does it? By the way, that's Jimmy Reese from last time, on the right there. Before he became Jimmy, that is. I've already forgotten what his name is in this one, but we'll be seeing him again later.
I'll introduce you to some of the Brew Crew a little later.
I can hardly wait.
Oh, I'll be in the conference room for a few minutes. Hold any calls, if you would, please.
There aren't going to be any calls, Cory.
First, let me know if you need anything.
Oh, and keep the Brew Crew's provisions stocked up, will you? Maybe have some breakfast brought in, and bring my guests in as soon as they arrive.
Will do. Breakfast for the crew is a good idea. They're probably tired of cold pizza.
Yeah.
I'm a bit worried about the working hours at this place. The members of the Brew Crew don't seem to be permitted to go home.
I know you're busy, so I'll cut to the chase.
Who are you talking to, Cory?
This is your invitation to join a very elite group of people in testing out the Drexel Code, an amazing trading program that hasn't had a losing trade in 3 years. That's right, 100% winning trades, no losses, ever, for 3 straight years.
No losses, eh?
Because of that, we name our software and our system Zero Loss Formula. And this is not only the first 100% wins trading system, it is also the only one that guarantees this results for the future to come, no matter what's going to happen in the world around us and on the markets.
I didn't have a single loss so far. 100% wins, 100% on autopilots, and my life literally changed overnight.
This automated software is so shockingly consistent that it's churned out profit every single day over the last 78 weeks. Now let me repeat that. This software has made money every single day over the last 78 weeks.
So here you are. You got lucky. You are looking at the only opportunity online that is backed up by the owner of it. The person who has a 100% perfect record of being profitable, who also just happens to be a nice person.
And remember, it's up from 87% to 100% win rate now. Really is awesome to keep an eye on it. And second, here's how these cell phones, have helped us get to that 100% win rate.
About 4 years ago, my team and I, that's the Brew Crew you'll meet in a minute, we created an astonishing piece of trading software that made the 5 of us more than $50 million last year. $50 million just from this software. The program really is amazing.
Amazingly similar to all the others, you mean?
We've not had a losing trade in almost 3 years. Think about that. 100% winners with not a single loss in a 3-year period. Do you have any idea how much money you can make knowing you're never going to lose a trade? Heck, you could make as much as you want to. And that's exactly what our current beta testers are doing.
Why do you need beta testers? Your system made you 50 mil last year. According to you, it's already working fine.
I'm expecting some of them in a few minutes. When we started testing the Drexel code 4 years ago, we recruited a group of 50 people to put the software through its paces, to make trades and work closely with my team of coders and engineers to make the program even better. Now at the time, the Drexel code had a winning percentage of between 90 and 95%. Now don't get me wrong, 90 to 95% is good, certainly far better than any other program on the market.
Not better than some of the systems we've heard about, actually, Cory.
And with profits like that, an average person could become a millionaire in a matter of months. The original group of beta testers were making anywhere from $1,000 to $10,000 per day, depending on the size of their trades.
I suppose one objection to this on-screen proof is that this video was made in 2016. The Drexel code was supposedly set up 4 years ago, which would be 2012, yet the dates shown are 2011.
But my Brew Crew wasn't happy with just 90 or 95% winners. They were determined not to stop working on it until the Drexel code hit 100% winning trades. No losses, ever. And that's what they were after. And they've done it.
Have they also brought about world peace and developed nuclear fusion? If they can get 100% winning trades, those sort of things should be child's play.
The results over the last 3 years have proven that. With trade after trade, win after win, profits stacked upon profits. And today, I'm opening the door to take on a second group of 50 beta testers.
Beta testers, eh?
Mike says public, but what he really means is only a small select group of beta testers were chosen.
We need additional testers to expand and diversify the investment population.
This is the only chance you will have at securing your spot as one of our 30 beta testers.
Because we're still in the beta testing phase.
Right now we're looking for 20 beta testers in your country.
And today, we are taking on 50 more beta testers.
Now, I'm only allowing 50 beta testers this week.
We picked our first group of beta testers ever to join Click Money.
And I was showing potential candidates for the next round of beta testers some proofs of how powerful our system really is.
But he's determined to give a lucky 50 people access to his 2016 beta group.
Just 50 very fortunate people from all walks of life.
Don't you mean very unfortunate people?
To use the software and to make and keep all the money they want with it. Now this is important. This is your only chance to see or to respond to what I'm proposing here today. I want you to get in on this before it's even offered to the public. And I'm going to get you in our next group of 50 beta testers completely free of charge. That's right, 100% completely free. I don't want any money from you.
No, but the scammers did.
I don't want a credit card or a post-dated check or anything like that.
And don't worry, I'm not going to ask you for any money or a credit card number or a PayPal payment or anything of the sort. As I said before, your membership is completely free of charge, and that's a promise.
I'm offering you the chance to break free from a struggling 9-to-5 existence and truly start to live your life the way life is meant to be lived. That's what our first group of beta testers are doing right now. And that's what you could be doing in a matter of weeks. Come in.
Mr. Drexel, Carrie Montoya is here.
Carrie, come on in. Good to see you.
Hi.
Have a seat.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
Not sure why there's a box of tissues in this office. Perhaps Cory has hay fever or something.
We're introducing a new group of beta testers to the Drexel code, and I was hoping you might share some of your experiences with it. Would that be okay?
Oh, sure, I'd love to.
Great.
Let's see, where do I start? Actually, Cory's Drexel code still blowing my mind.
So much so that you've taken to wearing a massive Drexel code sticker everywhere you go.
And it's really blowing up my bank account.
Oh look, it's the Bonk binary. This genuine establishment appears in these scam ads from time to time. I originally assumed it was made up with a name like that, but according to Wikipedia, Bonk binary was an Israeli financial firm with a history of regulatory issues on 3 continents. It also appears to have been active in Cyprus and the Seychelles, and the owners closed it down in 2017 as Wikipedia says, due to negative press coverage and its tarnished reputation. And apparently also without an explanation of why an Israeli company would adopt a superficially French name.
I mean, I made $42,387.45 the first week. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, are you kidding me? But the amazing thing is, it was just getting started. I set it on auto trade like you told me, let it alone, and I ended up making $198,788.12 for the month. Is this amazing or what? I'm like speechless.
You don't seem particularly speechless, Carrie.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys rock.
That's so awesome. You know, I'm hearing stories like that from everybody in the group.
Of course you are.
I am so happy for you. And Carrie, we have a little keepsake for you to take home.
Ooh, something for me? How exciting. What is it? A bouquet of flowers? Chocolates? Champagne? A voucher for a free spa day?
As a reminder of your tremendous success with our system.
Oh, that's so cool. Thank you so much.
Oh, it's my pleasure. And thank you for coming by and sharing your experiences.
A novelty giant check? A novelty giant check? What on earth am I supposed to do with a novelty giant check? I showed you my account. All the money is online now. A check is absolutely useless. This thing is going straight into the recycling, I can tell you.
With us.
Well, this was my pleasure. I'm glad to do it. Thanks for this big check. It's going to look great on my wall.
Yeah, really tasteful. Could use it as a dartboard, I suppose.
Mr. Drexel? Clay Chancellor is here.
Great. Thank you, Carrie.
Thank you.
Hi, Clay.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing very well.
I'm telling some potential new beta testers about the Drexel code. Would you mind sharing your thoughts on camera?
Not at all. This thing has changed my life. Hey everybody. First, let me just give a quick shout out to Cory and his Brew Crew for the Drexel code. It's unbelievable. Check this out. I made more the first week than I've ever made in an entire year. Yeah, $52,873.89. So I'm thinking, cool, there's a brand new car. Then the trades just kept winning and my bank account just keeps growing. I wound up making $288,546.09 the first month. The first month. So then I'm thinking, cool, this is my new house.
What, you mean you're going to build a house out of paper banknotes? Did the story of the 3 little pigs mean nothing to you?
Listen, you guys, you'd be crazy not to use the Drexel code.
No, we'd be crazy to use the Drexel code.
And for the Brew Crew, if you guys see this, I just want to say the next round is on me.
I'm sure they'll be happy to hear that.
That's twice that Clay has mentioned the Brew Crew. The script really is building them up.
All the initial beta testers are absolutely nailing it.
Nailing their front doors closed so that the repossession agents can't get in?
And hopefully, with your help, a new group of beta testers will have the same success too.
Sure. Anything I can do to help out, just let me know. Seriously, if you can get in on this, do not hesitate for 1 second. Cory's Drexel code is amazing. You are going to love the money.
Hey, Clay, I have a little something to commemorate the amazing profits you made in February.
Yes! Look at this. This is awesome. Oh my God. I feel like I just won the lottery. You know what? Actually, I kind of did. This is super cool. Thank you so much, Cory. My kids are going to totally dig this.
Oh yes, I'm sure there's nothing kids like better than a giant novelty check. That'll keep them occupied for literally seconds.
Great.
You're very welcome. Hey, please keep in touch,
Oh,
okay?
yeah, definitely. Thank you so much, Cory. This is great.
You
Yeah.
bet.
Yeah,
Thank you for coming in. We'll see you.
Yeah, take care.
You too. Here, let me show you a couple of videos from some other beta testers that weren't able to make it in today.
Yay, some excellent acting coming up, I'm sure.
I'm Sharon Walker from Boise, Idaho. Mr. Drexel asked me to make a recording about my experiences with the Drexel Code, and it's the least I can do for how much he's changed my life. I made $57,245.45 the very first week, and I'm not even sure how that happened.
That's because it didn't happen, Sharon.
The program did all of it. I kept track, and at 30 days, my account had grown to $344,589.65. It still takes my breath away just thinking about that much money, and it's mine. I'm treating my family to our first cruise next month.
Hi, Jeff Hallmark from Austin, Texas. They asked me to beta test the Drexel Code because of my previous trading experience. But honestly, I didn't need any experience, and you won't either. $48,975.82 in profits for week number 1, with an awesome $303,942.45 made for the first month. Profit after profit, win after win, without a single loss.
So you've got over 300 grand, yet you've decided to wear a scuzzy Drexel Code sweatshirt. Very convincing.
And the Drexel Code program did 100% of it for me. I selected auto trade and let the software do its thing. It did the work, I get the money, and I'm loving life. Thanks, guys.
That first group of beta testers, they're people just like you. Some are young, some old.
Are you suggesting that we are simultaneously young and old, Mr. Drexel?
A few didn't even make it out of high school, while a couple have college degrees. Most of them have always been hardworking, and a few were unemployed. They're good, decent people that just needed a break in life. And every single one of that first 50 has gone on to become a millionaire using the Drexel Code, the exact same program I'm offering you here today, completely free. Now let's go introduce you to the Brew Crew. Here I go.
Good luck.
Drexel is going to need luck visiting his employees, apparently. Doesn't say much for the way that company is being run, does it?
Ben here is our senior software engineer and the head of my infamous Brew Crew at Drexel Code.
Glad to see someone decided to come into work today.
Hey now, I've been working. Don't you worry about me.
Yeah. I got here at 9 a.m. yesterday.
Wow, Ben, you should really think about getting a life. You can certainly afford it, and you've got plenty of help.
Yeah, well, we've been talking about that. We're going to Thailand next week.
Good, that's good. Behave yourself, though. Don't get into any trouble out there.
Whatever. You're no fun.
That's certainly the most realistic employer-worker interaction depicted in this series of videos so far.
Now, Chris here is one of our best engineers, and he's Ben's right-hand man. He discovered that with just one little tweak in one of the software's algorithms, we could squeeze out another 1.5% winners on a certain type of trade we're making. That doesn't sound like much, but that tiny percentage of improvement has literally turned into millions of dollars in additional profits.
But you told us earlier that you've already got 100% wins. How could Chris, or Jimmy Reese as he's also known, get higher than 100%?
Aw, you all right, man?
Yeah, hanging in there. Sorry.
Alan here is one of our developers, a very sharp guy. Hey man, we're lining up another group of 50 beta testers. What do you say, we good to go?
Ah, no sweat. Check it out, boss. We're killing it.
Wow. No kidding. Look at those numbers and no losers.
But those are all dated 7th March 2016, when your testimonials were dated 28th March.
The streak continues.
Damn straight. You know how we do it here.
Raj Patel here is one of the best coders in the world. Morning, Raj.
Oh, good morning. Wait, is it morning?
Yes, it's morning, and breakfast will be here soon.
Thanks, man.
I got Raj to come over from a huge Wall Street firm. They still won't speak to me, but he's made us a fortune. Let's head back to my place.
Apparently, that's all we're going to see of the Brew Crew. I'm not convinced it was worth all the build-up.
I still need to show you a demonstration of what the Drexel code is capable of doing. Now, you saw how some of that first group of beta testers is making money with it?
No, we didn't.
And I want to show you what you can expect and just how easy it is to operate. Ready? Those guys are responsible for nearly $100 million in profits. I know they seem like just normal guys, but trust me, they are the best of the best.
The whole thing was, the script was building them up to be not normal guys. Now you've wrecked that.
They're all looking a little weary this morning because I asked them for a favor. I told them we were going to be accepting 50 new beta testers and that we had to be ready to give you rock-solid proof that the Drexel code has still, after 3 years, never lost a trade. I also told them about the guarantee we were going to be offering. That was what made them burn a little midnight oil, to make sure everything is ready to go. Right now you're probably wondering what my story is and how the Drexel code came about.
You flatter yourself, we weren't thinking that at all.
Let's go in the house and I'll tell you all about it.
Tasha's MacBook.
As a trader on one of the exchanges, I was at the top of my game back in 2008. I was making a fortune for myself and my clients. A limo to drop me off in the morning, then pick me up and drop me off for dinner at whatever the hot spot of the moment might be. $1,000 bottles of champagne, $5,000 steak dinners. It was crazy.
Ah, the people who ran those restaurants certainly saw you coming, didn't they?
Well, you know, it all hit the fan right about then. The stock market tanked, real estate investment shriveled up, the government moved in to fix the problems, and that's when things got really bad. People in my position went from earning tens of millions a year to the low six figures.
Cory didn't fall as far as sincere Michael Crawford then.
Believe me, I was probably poorer than most people you know. Because I know what it feels like to be broke.
Banks, hedge funds, and investment firms were forced to cut way back, and a lot of very talented guys like my Brew Crew you met found themselves unemployed and sitting around playing Mario Kart and Grand Theft Auto 7 days a week. I stayed in touch with those guys. I'd seen them develop software that made billions for the banks, and I didn't want them to get away.
You must be pretty disappointed that they've supposedly only made millions for you then, not billions.
That's when I partnered with the gentleman we call our Brew Crew and basically turned them loose on what they do best. And that was the beginning of the Drexel code. The early versions of the code tested great. We were consistently winning between 85 and 90% of every trade. Now that'd be enough to turn anyone into a millionaire in just a few months, but they insisted on more tweaking, adjusting, researching, more tweaking, more testing. And when we'd gone about as far as we thought we could with paper trades and back testing, that's when we started testing with our own money. And when we recruited our first 50 beta testers, some of whom you saw earlier. And now that we're on a 3-year streak with virtually no losing trades, it's time we put the Drexel code in even more hands for even more beta testing. And that's where you come in.
There had to be a catch.
Now let me show you a quick demonstration I recorded earlier today. I want you to see how easy this is to use and how powerful it can be at making a lot of profits. This really is going to be a life changer for you.
As we always say, but not in a good way.
So you'll know that I'm not showing you some faked, made-up demo of some type. Let me head over to another website and show you today's headlines. And you can see right there, today's date, today's news, that yes, this is the real thing and not being faked in any way.
According to this, you went into the office on Sunday, where your Brew Crew had been working since 9 AM Saturday. That really isn't any way to run a business. This is of course similar to Tesla Investments' creepy Stephen Abrahams showing us a news website as proof that he was talking on a particular date, when in fact the screenshot was just edited in afterwards to make it appear like that.
And today, Monday, the 19th of December, is the day your life changes forever. Because it's the final day of this amazing offer of Tesla being available. Because the world of trading changes daily, I just want to prove to you that this is current. You can see today's date right here. See that? Great. Now here's the deal. And today is the day your life changes forever. Because it's the final day of this amazing offer of Tesla being available to the public for free. Also, because the world of trading changes daily, I just want to prove to you that this is current. You can see today's date right here. See that? Great. Now here's the deal. There's nothing I love more than helping people change their lives. Really.
I'm going to open a brand new broker's account now. Here's the balance. Nothing in there yet. I'll make a $250 deposit with a credit card and get the trading started.
$250? That was very subtly introduced, I must say.
Because you can get started with just $250 or more. The sooner you make the deposit, the quicker we'll activate your account and secure your free access to our new Crozer system.
So you opted to deposit $250, which is the minimum for the Gemini to trade with.
In order to ensure that you make your first $10,000 today, we would recommend depositing a minimum of $250.
Okay, so guys, I have opened up a brand new broker account, deposited $250 for the software to trade with.
You'll need to fund your account with $250 on the next page before you can start making any money.
So let's get one thing straight. You're here because you want to know how to turn a small $250 into $10,000 a month, recurring income that could last for a lifetime and not just a lunchtime.
The more you can start out with, the more you'll make, of course. For this demo, I'll make it $250. I'll blur out my credit card and home address information here. And there. My account balance is starting out at $250. Now, I'll switch over now to the Drexel Code homepage and show you a couple of things. There's my opening balance and the account balance, both at $250 until we get things started. For a beginning trader, someone with no experience, I'd strongly recommend you select the auto trade and loss protection settings here to let the software make all of the trades automatically. Believe me, the code is going to do a much better job at making winning trades than any human being ever could. So I'm going to set these to auto trade, loss protection, and auto multiplier. And there. It goes to work just that quickly.
That's a very smooth explanation, and makes the system look so simple. Pity it's all total flim-flam.
Auto multiplier is going to increase the size of my trades using some of the profits from these early winning trades. The larger your trades, the larger your profits. And the auto multiplier setting is going to take care of that for you as the account balance grows. This is where your profit growth really begins to explode in size.
That's right. It explodes, leaving absolutely nothing behind.
See there? It's already analyzing and entering into trades after just a few seconds.
I'm not sure I would trust a piece of software that displays a message, "Found and anal, you sing."
Now, for this demonstration, I'm going to let it run on its own for, let's make it 5 hours. And then I'll be back to fast forward this recording to show you the results. So again, I started with $250 a couple of minutes ago, and we'll be back in 5 hours to check the results. Back after a few hours on my new Drexel Code homepage, and will you take a look at that?
There's no sign that any time has passed at all.
Do you see those amounts? That is what my $250 has grown into after only 5 hours, automatically, using the auto trade and auto multiplier settings. Profits of $10,262, 12 total trades, and the balance now sits at $10,512. And that all started with just $250. This is real spendable money that can be transferred to your bank account to start spending within a day or two.
Oh, no, it isn't.
Isn't that something?
It sure is something, just not what you're suggesting.
No wonder the beta testers are smiling, right?
No, the beta testers are smiling because they got paid for an acting job.
Now let me switch over to my main broker's account. And there's the balance there, $10,512. $250 turned into more than $10,000 in just 5 hours. Look at these trades. Here are the trades so far today. Every day is like this. Day after day, win after win, hands-free, automatic profits. 100% winners and no losses ever. Now, I'm going to flip over to the account transactions page to show you some of the withdrawals I've made. And there. I transfer somewhere between $75,000 and $200,000 from this account to my bank account every week.
If there's a mocked-up account screen, that means it must be true. Sure.
Wow, it's looking nice out there. Let's finish this off out by the pool.
It's remarkable how such a cluttered house can look so unlived in somehow.
Your life is about to change in ways you've never imagined.
Yeah, we never imagined losing all our money in a binary options trading scam.
You'll suddenly have money to do whatever you want, whenever you want, and you'll have the time to enjoy it. I love to sit out here in the backyard, look out at the vineyard, and think about where to take my family on our next vacation.
You haven't got a family, Cory. You live alone in that sterile house.
It doesn't get much better than this.
Oh, don't say that, Cory. If that's all we've got to look forward to, you're starting to depress me.
I'm making a lot of noises to myself now. Like I've got a whole arsenal of sort of old man noises that I've started making. And I don't know how long I've been doing this exactly, but I would guess at around a year, 2 years.
That's funny, I was thinking this very same thing yesterday when I bent down to unplug something. I went,
ugh. Exactly. Billy Connolly does a whole routine about this kind of thing, I think. But I've got a whole load of them every time I bend down for stuff. And every time I get up out of a chair as well.
Well, you usually make a little bottom noise as well, don't you?
Yeah, that kind of thing. But no, always like to bend down.
Well, it is fun. It makes life more fun.
Is that why we do it, do you think?
This is the kind of money our beta testers are earning with the Drexel code. And it's the kind of money you'll be bringing in after you fill in your information on this page to get started. Listen, you don't need any trading experience, and you won't be spending hours at your computer studying charts and squinting at numbers. You follow a couple of simple steps to get things set up.
Or to get set up by the scammers.
It takes maybe 4 or 5 minutes. Set the Drexel code settings on auto trade and auto multiplier, and then pour yourself a beverage and watch your profits start to come into your new trading account. Now, I'm not kidding. It's as simple as that, and it's that quick. I was also dead serious when I told you earlier that the Drexel code is 100% free today. I meant it. If you're one of the first 50 people to fill in your information on this page right now, you'll never be charged anything, not one single dime.
Not one single dime, no. There are a lot of dimes in $250.
But you'll still be able to make all the winning trades you want to make and make all the profits you want to make. And it's all yours to keep and to spend any way you want. As part of our second group of beta testers, should you make it into the first 50, the only thing I'll require is a copy of your monthly trading statements for the next 6 months. It's a quick report. I'll show you how to run it. That's it. We'll have those statements and your transactions verified by an independent auditing firm, and then use them later when we establish and begin marketing the Drexel Strategies, a hedge fund that we're launching in the near future.
Oh, you're launching a hedge fund. Why exactly?
Yeah. We named it the Zero Loss Formula. And today we are taking on 50 more beta testers from around the world in our last and final round before we eventually use the software to create the world's most exclusive hedge fund.
So, you've seen the Drexel code in action.
No, we haven't.
You've heard from a few of the existing beta testers.
They weren't real beta testers.
And you've met the Brew Crew.
Well, we saw them on screen.
The team responsible for this breakthrough software.
They weren't, though, were they?
And you've seen how much money you can make using it.
No, we haven't.
This truly is going to be a life-changing opportunity for 50 fortunate people who become beta testers right now.
Define fortunate.
But you have to fill in your information on this page right now. Make sure you put in a good, valid email address so you'll receive the deposit notifications when your money begins to come in. It's extremely important we have your best email address. Do double check it. Now the good news is, this video is still up and playing.
Is that good news?
And that means we have at least one remaining opening in our next group of beta testers. Don't take the risk of missing out on this. Fill in your information right now before the door closes and this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity gets away from you. The Drexel Code has changed the lives of every one of the first group of 50. They're all millionaires at this point.
No, they aren't.
And now, we're about to do the same thing for another group of 50 very lucky people. There's no risk, there's no cost. Hundreds of thousands of dollars a month is a simple, quick mouse click away from you right now.
And no matter how many times you click the mouse, it will still remain frustratingly out of reach.
The beginning of your new financial freedom truly is only minutes away. So enter your best email address and the rest of the information on this page right now. Remember, we want to make sure you get your deposit notifications, so double check your email address. Go ahead, enter your information right now, and I'll speak to you again in a couple of minutes.
Grey. That seems to be the main takeaway from this video. Cory Drexel is a grey man wearing a grey top with a grey colourway for the logo. It's all too drab. The script tries to introduce some colour in the form of the Brew Crew to contrast them with Cory, but they aren't on screen for long enough to make an impression. I'd just finished this somewhat unenthusiastic script when I found that this same actor fronted a video for the Jarvis formula, which is another example of what astrophysicists refer to as quantum Orion code syndrome. The same script is reused, just swapping out the brand name of the scam. But as far as I'm aware, this is the only time that the same actor spouts the same script for two different brands. Actually, the Jarvis formula has a bit more energy than Drexel code, and a different opening scene, so I'll take a run through that and a few edited highlights.
Hi, I'm Paul Jarvis, President and CEO of Jarvis Formula Incorporated. You might have seen me on the New York Times, London Times, or 10 other newspapers.
Obviously we haven't, but the script is treading the well-worn furrows left by Quantum Code's Michael Crawford, Orion Code's Edward Robinson, and Tesla's creepy Stephen Abrahams.
Hi there, my name is Michael Crawford. Yes, that guy you might have read about in Forbes and other financial magazines.
Hi there, my name is Edward Robinson. Yes, that guy you might have read about on Forbes and other financial magazines.
First, let me run through my background. As I said, I am the founder and CEO of Tesla Investments. You may have read about me in World Finance or Forbes magazine. I've also appeared on CNN Business, Bloomberg Squawk, BBC News, and many other global business news productions.
Now, I'm not one of these publicity-seeking financial gurus, although I have received excellent reviews in Forbes magazine, the Financial Times, and the Wall Street Journal. I'd rather stay out of the limelight and let my results speak for themselves.
Although 10 other newspapers does sound a very specific number. Paul Jarvis even has his own Tasha, called Veronica.
You're probably wondering what my story is and how the Jarvis formula came about.
I wasn't actually.
Let's go inside my private jet and I'll show you around. Tell you all about it.
Paul rather pointlessly hands Veronica Tasha's MacBook and his jacket. Then he takes back the MacBook. He could quite easily have done that inside his own private jet.
Would you like a cup of coffee, Mr. Jarvis?
Oh, no thanks, Veronica.
Paul gives a very odd look at the camera here. The sort of look that says, "You, I will keep alive the longest, so you can watch the others suffer." Or possibly he's just checking the auto cue to see the next bunch of nonsense the scriptwriter has cooked up for him. Why has he given Veronica the MacBook sleeve?
Listen, turn off your phones, beepers, and any other distractions. I have an opportunity for you that's going to change your life. You'll want to hear this, and you'll want to get in on it. Let's go. Now, you're probably wondering where all of this began. As a trader on one of the top exchanges in the world, I was at the top of my game back in 2008. I was making a fortune for myself and my clients. A limo to drop me off in the morning and then pick me up and drop me for dinner at whatever the hot spot of the moment was.
I don't know, McDonald's?
$1,000 bottles of champagne, $5,000 steak dinners. It was crazy. Well, you know, it all hit the fan right about then. The stock market tanked, real estate investments shriveled up, the government moved in to fix the problems, and that's when it got really bad.
An unusually political statement from one of these adverts, but it goes with the territory of encouraging mistrust of standard ways of doing things. This helps to prime potential victims to be more willing to take a risk with a secret money-making opportunity like this one.
People in my position went from earning tens of millions a year to the low six figures. Banks, hedge funds, investment firms were forced to cut way back, and a lot of very talented guys like my Brew Crew you'll soon meet found themselves unemployed and sitting around playing Mario Kart and Grand Theft Auto 7 days a week.
Yep, Jarvis Formula has the Brew Crew too.
I stayed in touch with those guys. I'd seen them develop software that made billions for the banks, and I didn't want them to get away. That's when I partnered with the gentleman we call our Brew Crew and basically turned them loose to do what they do best. And that was the beginning of the Jarvis formula.
At least Veronica looks happy for a brief moment here.
Now, the early versions of the code tested great. We were consistently winning between 85 and 90% of every trade. That'd be enough to turn anyone into a millionaire in just a few months. But they insisted on more tweaking, adjusting, researching, more tweaking, more testing. And when we'd gone about as far as we could with paper trades and back testing, that's when we started trading with our own money. And when we recruited our first 50 beta testers, some of whom you saw earlier. And now that we're on a 3-year streak with virtually no losing trades, it's time we put the Jarvis formula in even more hands for even more beta testing. And that's where you come in. Let me show you a quick demonstration I recorded earlier today. I want you to see how easy this is to use and how powerful it can be at making a lot of profits. This really is going to be a life changer for you. So you'll know I'm not showing you some fake made-up demonstration. Here's today's date. Now, let me head over to another website and show you today's headlines. And you can see right there today's date, today's news, that yes, this is the real thing and not being faked in any way.
Otherwise, Paul Jarvis might have commented on what exactly the news website was reporting, as it was fairly newsworthy at the time, you know, and was obviously a once-in-a-lifetime election result that would never happen again.
I'm going to open a brand new broker's account now. Here's the balance. Nothing in there yet. I'll make a $250 deposit with a credit card and get the trading started.
That's very early to mention the $250 compulsory opening stake. This guy is a total amateur. Doesn't he know how important it is to conceal that from potential victims?
The more you can start out with, the more you'll make, of course.
The more you will lose, don't you mean?
For this demo, I'll make it $250, but the broker will actually offer us a bonus and double this to $500 just a few minutes after we deposit. I'll blur out my credit card and home address information here and there. My account balance is starting out at $500. The $250 I deposited plus the $250 broker bonus. You can even deposit $500 and the broker will deposit another $500 to make your balance $1,000.
Of course they will. It's all made up Bank of Toy Town play money anyway. They could add $1 million and it would still be just as fake.
Now, I'll switch over now to the new Jarvis Formula homepage and show you a couple of things. There's my opening balance and the account balance, both at $500 until we get things started. Now, for a beginning trader, someone with no experience, I'd strongly recommend you select the auto trade and loss protection settings here to let the software make all of the trades automatically. Believe me, the code is going to do a much better job at making winning trades than any human being ever could. So, I'm going to set these on auto trade, loss protection, and auto multiplier. And there, it goes to work just that quickly. Auto Multiplier is going to increase the size of my trades using some of the profits from these early winning trades. The larger your trades, the larger your profits. And the Auto Multiplier setting is going to take care of that for you as the account balance grows. This is where your profit growth really begins to explode in size. See there? It's already analyzing and entering into trades after just a few seconds. Now, for this demonstration, I'm going to let it run on its own for, let's make it 5 hours. And then I'll be back to fast forward this recording to show you the results. So again, I started with $500 a couple of minutes ago, and we'll be back in 5 hours to check the results. Back after a few hours on my new Jarvis Formula homepage, and will you take a look at that? Do you see those amounts? That is what my $500 has grown into after only 5 hours, automatically, using the Auto Trade and Auto Multiplier settings. Profits of $10,262.
It's just so convincing, almost as if somebody has just made up 2 fake screens.
12 total trades, and the balance now sits at $10,762. And that all started with just $500. This is real spendable money that can be transferred to your bank account to start spending within a day or two. Isn't that something?
As with the Drexel code, it is indeed something, but politeness means I'm not going to say exactly what.
No wonder the beta testers are smiling, right? Let me switch over to my main broker's account. And there's the balance there, $10,762. 500 turned into more than 10,000 in just 5 hours. Look at these trades. Here are the trades so far today.
So that's today's date, is it, Mr. Jarvis? The 20th of October? Do you recall a few short minutes ago when you showed us today's date, and it was the 11th of November?
So you'll know I'm not showing you some fake made-up demonstration. Here's today's date. Now, let me head over to another website and show you today's headlines. Every day is like this. Day after day, win after win, hands-free, automatic profits, 100% winners, and no losses ever. Now, I'm going to flip over to the account transactions page to show you some of the withdrawals I've made. And there. I transfer somewhere between $75,000 and $200,000 from this account to my bank account every week. This is the kind of money our beta testers are earning with the Jarvis formula. And it's the kind of money you'll be bringing in.
Mr. Jarvis, we're about to land. Why don't you buckle your seatbelt?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thanks. Are you still with me?
Unfortunately, yes.
We're about to land and head over to my office building. Why don't you ride along with us?
It's a startlingly similar airport to the one they took off from. Same weather conditions too. That's the world's most inept hitman. He's meant to take Paul Jarvis out, but he walks straight past Paul's own private jet, and in that moment, Paul will nick his car. Look, I'm just trying to spice it up a bit, okay?
Thank you.
You got Veronica to put Tasha's MacBook in its sleeve, and then hand it back to you? What a lazy git, you could have done that yourself. It will surprise absolutely nobody that Paul's own private jet has managed to land in exactly the same spot, at the same airport, just a few inches back on the White Line. These eccentric millionaires like Michael Crawford and Edward Robinson love taking pointless trips to make it seem as if they are travelling somewhere important.
Hi, I'm Paul Jarvis, President and CEO of Jarvis Formula Incorporated.
There's the hitman there, saying, "Bloody hell, he's nicking my motor!" White-bloused Veronica's in the frame too, on the left. Perhaps she was working with the hitman as part of the plot.
It was rough. 07, 08, 09. We were getting killed from all directions. The housing bubble, the Dow, the banks failing, millions of people losing their jobs, and I was one of them.
This is where the two scripts mainly converge.
It was rough. 07, 08, 09. We were getting killed from all directions. The housing bubble, the Dow, the banks failing, millions of people losing their jobs, and I was one of them. But think about this. $50 million last year. $50 million.
See, that delivery to the camera is far more dynamic than the Drexel Code approach, where Cory is talking to us over his shoulder, as if we're the kids playing up on the backseat of the car.
But think about this. $50 million last year. $50 million.
I'll jump ahead now.
Today, I'm going to introduce you to a system that has the ability to radically change your life.
By an astounding coincidence, Jarvis Formula is based in the same offices as Dodgy Gandalf's binary interceptor company.
Hi there. It's great of you to join me.
Morning, Shelley. Wow, the place looks terrific. How's everybody today?
If you're wondering why Alt Shelley has a raven ornament on her desk, it's because this is one of a flurry of videos the filmmaker made around Halloween. I'll admit it is a bit odd that Mr. Jarvis hasn't commented on these decorations before, seeing as it's now supposedly 11th November. The implication is that he can't have visited the office for several weeks beforehand. Or more likely, this was the second version of the video, and the first one was actually set on the 20th of October, which was the date he showed us.
Well, I'm doing great, but I think the Brew Crew probably pulled another all-nighter.
Oh, and send in our guests when they get here.
Will do.
Thanks.
Jarvis's office looks out upon the same view of the dystopian hellscape created by creepy Stephen Abraham's destruction of the world economy, back in episode 2 of this unfeasibly long-running series. What are the odds of that?
And just to put your mind at ease, we will credit you with $85 if your account ever slips in the red. So if at the end of the trading day your balance is just below $5,700, we'll make up the difference for you. But so far, in 18 months, none of our Tesla members have even come close to going into the red. Your money is well and truly safe.
Let's go to the conference room and wait for the beta testers to get here.
Thank you. Mr. Jarvis, Clay's here.
Perfect timing. Good to see you, Clay.
Good to see you again, too.
Come on in with me here. Let's go in the conference room. How have you been, buddy?
Wonderful. Great day.
Excellent. Excellent. Good news. Go right around. And if you'll have a seat over there, I'll join you.
Man, this is an amazing view you got here, Jarvis.
Yeah, I'm getting used to it.
Alt Clay is a bit disrespectful to Paul, I think. Just referring to him by his surname, Jarvis.
Listen, I'm telling a few potential new beta testers about the Jarvis formula today. Would you mind, Clay, maybe sharing your thoughts with the camera?
Hell yeah! Right. I've been telling pretty much everybody I meet about this thing.
What, the microphone that's too close to your clothing so you keep making it rustle loudly every time you move?
Listen, this guy, he's the real deal. He kind of came out of nowhere.
That's true, he did come out of nowhere. Like all these made-up millionaires that the scam victims had never heard of, but nevertheless decided to trust.
Completely changed my life. Check it. I made more the first week than I had ever made in a year. Yeah, $52,873.89. I'm thinking, cool, there's a new car. Then the trades kept winning and my bank account keeps growing. And I wound up making $288,546 9 cents for the first month. Yeah, the first month. I'm thinking, cool. There's a new house. These guys know what they're doing, and they are good people. They want to help other folks with their financial situations. I mean, who does that?
But their way of doing that is to move the victims' financial situations to the scammer's own bank accounts.
His team is awesome. They set me up.
They did indeed.
They've answered every question I've ever had.
What, even where do babies come from?
And they encouraged me all along the way. Brew Crew, next round is on me.
That is really great to hear. All of you are just nailing it. And hopefully, with your help, our new group of beta testers will have success just like you. Thanks for sharing, Clay.
Anything I can do to help? Seriously, if you can get in on this, do not hesitate for 1 second. Paul's Jarvis formula is amazing. You're going to love the money.
Hey, Clay, we've got something silly for you. We just always want you to remember that first month.
What you got here? Wow, that's beautiful. I still can't believe I made that much money my first month. That is amazing. This must be like what the lottery people feel like when they win. Except they only win once. I win every month. Thanks so much, Paul.
No, thank you. What you're doing is showing others what the potential can be.
Well, no. What he's actually doing is misrepresenting the truth by giving a fake customer testimonial.
Stay in touch, my friend.
Will do.
Thanks again for coming in, Clay. Oh, perfect timing. Take care, Clay. Good to see you. Come on in, Carrie.
Hi.
Have a seat.
Okay.
How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Great, thank you. Good to see you again.
Good to see you too.
Listen, we're telling a few of our potential beta testers about the Jarvis formula today, and I was hoping maybe you could share some of your thoughts on camera. Would that be okay?
Yeah, sure. Well, Mr. Jarvis, this has been the most amazing thing that's ever happened to me in my entire life.
No, Alt Carrie. The subtitles are clear. This is the most thing that's ever happened in your life.
Your Jarvis formula is still blowing my mind, and it's completely blowing up my bank account.
One benefit of using the same names for the fake customers, even though they are played by different actors, is that the scammers can use the same fake bank account screenshots. I was going to skip ahead, but Carrie's script diverges from the Drexel code version slightly here.
I mean, $42,387.45 the first week. I'm like, are you kidding me? And it was just getting started. I set it on auto trade like you told me, left it alone, and I ended up making $198,788.12 the first month. I mean, is that amazing or what? I'm like speechless. I mean, thank you so much.
Oh, you are so welcome, Carrie. And just so the people watching know the whole story, did you have any kind of experience or training with this kind of program before you started using the Jarvis formula?
Are you kidding me? Like none whatsoever. I mean, I still don't really understand what this trading is all about. Because once I set the system to auto trade, the money just started pouring in, and I mean, I just let it pour.
Which is interesting, because pour is what the scammers made their victims.
I mean, I sure didn't see any reason to mess with it when it was generating more money than I'd ever seen before.
That is so awesome. You know, I'm hearing stories like that from the whole group. I am so happy for you. Listen, we have a little present for you, just so you'll always remember that first month using the system.
Thank you so much. This is awesome. I mean, I remember seeing these when somebody wanted to check on Publishers Clearinghouse. I mean, this is even better though because the money is still coming in. I mean, it hasn't stopped. So thank you.
Thank you. I am so thrilled for you. I really appreciate you coming in and taking time to talk to us.
Of course. I'm glad to do it. Thank you so much for this big check. It's going to look great on my wall.
That's great. Thank you, Carrie.
Of course. Thank you so much.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you.
Take care. Bye, Carrie. Here, let me show you a couple of videos from some other beta testers who weren't able to make it in today.
I'm Sharon Walker from Boise, Idaho. Mr. Jarvis asked me to make a recording about my experiences with the Jarvis formula.
Sharon from Boise has changed.
I'm Sharon Walker from Boise, Idaho. Mr. Drexel asked me to make a recording about my experiences with the Drexel code.
They asked me to beta test the Jarvis formula because of my previous trading experience. But honestly, I didn't need any experience, and you won't either.
So has Jeff from Texas.
Hi, Jeff Hallmark from Austin, Texas. They asked me to beta test the Drexel code because of my previous trading experience. But honestly, I didn't need any experience, and you won't either.
Now let's go introduce you to the Brew Crew. Ben here is our senior software engineer and the head of my infamous Brew Crew at Jarvis Formula.
Oh, glad to see someone can make it into work today.
Now, I've been working. Don't you worry about me.
Yeah, well, I've been here since 9 a.m. yesterday.
Wow, Ben, you really should get a life. You can afford it, and you got plenty of help.
Yeah, we were talking about that. Next week, we're going to Thailand.
That's good. Good. Have fun, and try not to get in too much trouble.
Oh, whatever. You're no fun.
Chris here is one of our best engineers, and he's Ben's right-hand man. He discovered that with just one little tweak in one of the software's algorithms, we could squeeze out another 1.5% winners from the certain type of trade that we're making. Now, that doesn't sound like much, but that tiny percentage of improvement has literally turned into millions of additional profits. How you doing, Chris?
My computer died. I'm too tired to plug it in.
Oh well. Hang in there, buddy. Now, Brian here is another one of our developers. Very smart guy. Hey, Brian, we're lining up another group of 50 beta testers. What do you say? We good to go?
Yeah, check this out. Killing it.
Oh, man, no kidding. Look at these numbers. Still not a single loss. Hey, the streak continues.
Damn straight, boss. That's what we do here. Yeah.
David here is one of the best coders in the world.
Morning, boss. Wait. It's morning already?
Yes, it's morning, David. And don't worry, breakfast is on the way. I got David to come over from a huge Wall Street firm. They still won't speak to me, but he's made us a fortune. Now let's head back to my place. I'll show you a demonstration of what the Jarvis formula is capable of doing. You saw how some of that first group of beta testers is making money with it, and I want to show you what you can expect and how easy it is to operate. Ready? Bye, guys. Keep up the good work.
Zeros and ones, boss. Always do, boss. Thanks.
Those guys are responsible for nearly $100 million in profits. I know they seem like just normal guys, but trust me, they are the best of the best. They're all looking a little weary this morning because I asked them for a favor. I told them we were going to be accepting 50 new beta testers and that we had to be ready to give you rock-solid proof that the Jarvis formula has still, after 3 years, never lost a trade. I also told them about the guarantee we were going to be offering. That was what made them burn a little midnight oil to make sure everything is ready to go.
Well, I'm ready to go too. The rest of the video is Paul Jarvis sitting in yet another suspiciously empty mansion, where he runs through the exact same demo from earlier in the video. Overall, Paul Jarvis has a little more going for him than the grey man Cory Drexel, but neither of them scores particularly highly on the believability scale when it comes to being a made-up millionaire. They are perfectly pleasant company, but a bit stilted really. As ever, let's hope the next video's shill has a bit more going for them. I've just got time for an any other business section. I was looking at Instagram as a vital element in my workflow. That is, putting off editing the audio of my script for this video. And a voice on an advert struck me as familiar. I looked at the presenter, and I was delighted to renew the acquaintance of John Ludacris.
Now, with most multivitamins, it's like the nutrients are stuck behind a locked door.
Despite being a multimillionaire, he's decided to advertise Heights supplements.
Hi, John Lucroza here, and I'm so happy to see you here. Give yourself a pat on the back and really enjoy this moment. You can now smile, safe in the knowledge that you've already made the decision to change your life, starting now.
It is definitely him. Same lines on the chin and cheapy, chacky demeanour.
All have in common. They all take this supplement called Vitals by Heights.
Since turning 50, I thought being naked was just part of getting old.
50? And the rest. turning 65 would probably be more accurate, at the very least. Well, that's enough of that. I always like to know what happens to fictional characters after the story ends, and it's good to see that Luke Crozer is still plugging away at this acting malarkey. And he still has that air of a man who thinks that he's telling you a highly amusing story, that when he gets to the end of it, it won't be funny at all, but you'll feel obliged to at least smirk or titter, just so as you don't hurt his feelings. What do you mean, just like one of my videos? Thank you for watching.
Zeros and ones, boss.
Magic beanie.